Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Concept Wellbeing, where the intention is well. My name is Jade,
And I'm Aileen.
and we're your hosts for today. Welcome back. We're so excited that you're listening. So, we have a new segment that we'll be introducing to y'all today. So, it's called Wellbeing Moment. I feel like y'all can't see me, but I just did like the whole like SpongeBob rainbow thing. It was very exciting. I'm very excited about this concept. So basically, it's just us taking a second to reflect on something that we did since the last time we spoke that bettered our well-being. So, Aileen, I'll go first. Is that cool?
Yes, I need like an example.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, Aileen. Don't be upset because my example is about to be so fire. It's about to be so fire. All right. So my well-being moment was an entire day. I took Monday off. I took this Monday off as a mental health day. I called in sick. Really, I was just sick of everyone, and I was just like, I just don't want to talk to anyone on Monday. And I feel like that was good for my well-being. And all I did that day, I took a bubble bath, and then I took a
I
nap.
love this already.
And then I took a nap. I did a face mask, like the little sheet mask. And then I fell asleep with it on. And I woke up, I took it off, and I went back to sleep for like another hour. And then I woke up. Oh, I'm so sorry. The most important part. I'm so sorry. Let me just rewind really fast. I walked to Sweet Green before I like took a bubble bath so that I could sit in the bubble bath eating my Sweet Green salad and watching Love Island in the dark. Like I have like little like lights inside of my bathroom, but it was a vibe. And I sat there for like 30, 45 minutes. And then that's why I feel like I went to sleep. I did like the whole like Epsom salt and everything, whole vibe, and then went to sleep. And then woke up and was like, I have like a couple more hours until it's time for me to go back to sleep. Might as well do the right thing and scroll through TikTok for a little bit of time. And that was my well-being moment. It was all of Monday.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. A supportive queen. Thank you so much. Okay,
Uh,
your turn.
so the funny thing is, I used to do that.
I love that.
So I used to call in sick because
Mm-hmm.
they called them care days, and me and a friend would go get facials. So
Ooh.
yeah, so we'd go and get a facial. And the funny thing is, like this time around, I was like, oh, I have to work, but we can go after work to go get a facial. So I went to go get a facial this week, which was nice.
Oh my God, we're like twins. We're so
Yes.
cute. Look at
And
us.
like, I don't know what's up with this week, but super tired. So I've been taking naps at lunchtime
Oh,
if I'm
yes.
home. So if I'm working from home, I'll like take a nap and then I'll re-log in and get back to work. But I think that was it, is really figuring out when I'm tired, taking that nap, and also making time for like a little like fun thing with somebody else and getting a facial.
Yes. Ooh, stunning. I love us. I love that we both did like skincare. I love that.
Yeah, and I had no idea that you were
Yeah,
doing that.
no, we saved our well-being moment. Like I was like, don't tell me what yours is going to be, and we'll just like during the podcast we'll like tell each other. So we didn't know what each other's well-being moment was, but we're like aligned with each other. This is so cute.
Yes. I love that
Oh,
you took the whole day though. Good job.
absolutely. And then one thing that I like try is like never to feel bad because like everyone always thinks I'm out sick. Like I swear these people think I'm like slightly dying because it's like every month I call out sick. But I'm like, is no one taking mental health days? I'm so sorry. I don't understand, but I don't need to tell them that it's a mental health day. I mind my business, but I do feel slightly bad when they're like, oh, Jade, I hope you're feeling better. And I'm like, I'm literally so fine. I'm better than I ever was before, but that's fine.
I just come back and be like, I am feeling so much better. Thank you.
So much better. Thank you. You're right. That's all they need to know.
Yeah.
Anyways, are you ready to get into our topic for today?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So today's topic is manifestation. This is a part of our spirituality series. So I'm excited to talk about it because Aileen is, I feel like she's like the manifestation queen. She taught me how to manifest, and I feel like it really worked for me. And so, Aileen, maybe Oh, I guess maybe should we explain what manifestation is to both of us first and then talk about how we manifest?
Sure. Go ahead, Jade. You can go
Okay.
first.
Well, I'm going to give you I did a little bit of research. I have been dipping and dabbling onto GPT. So here's the definition from. So manifestation refers to the process of bringing your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and desires into physical reality. It is the idea that by focusing your attention and energy on what you want, you can bring it into being. This concept is also often associated with the law of attraction, which states that like attracts like, and that the positive thoughts and feelings can attract positive experiences and outcomes into your life. So that is the definition. And I think that's what I kind of think it is. Like, to me, it's just like I want it, and so I get it. I think I'm Ariana Grande, though. Like, so there's that. What do you think manifestation is?
And honestly, I agree with the definition you just read. What we want and then making it happen.
Tell me, my manifestation queen, how do you manifest? Like, what's your go-to? How do you manifest?
For me, I think there's two different like methods, right? There's a ton
Mm-hmm.
of different methods. For me, it's really like journaling.
Mm,
So, and I kind of combine it, I realize. So, like on a new moon, I will manifest. And like you could manifest any way you want, right? So, the way I learned was you always say your tense is always in present tense. So, instead of saying, I want a new car, it's I have a new car, right? And saying the type of car. So, it's like, I have a 2023 Range Rover in white with all the bells and whistles, right? So whatever you
mm-hmm.
want, just say it as if you already have it. And the key thing that I do is I always start out with what I'm grateful for. So I'll be
Mm,
like, people believe in the universe, God, whoever. So for me, I write it to God like, Dear God, thank you so much for whatever. And it puts you in a different state of being grateful. And then from there, I just go down and I categorize it. So I'll do like career, personal life, like my house, finances, right? So I
mm-hmm.
just put it in there. And then, like I said, just write it as if you already have it and make sure it's super detailed. I think that's the key. And imagine it as you're doing it. And I think writing it, imagining it kind of all reinforces it. But for me, when I first started doing this, like I think I thought about it too much. I was like, oh, I wrote it down, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't see anything happen. The key is forget about it and really just trust. Because I think that's the mistake I had is I would write stuff and that was it. And I was like, okay, so when is this going to happen? Right.
Right.
And I'll tell you about a situation I think I've told you before was when I broke my lease and I had to pay. I was gonna get compensated like a moving cost, right? But I thought I was gonna get it up front, so I'd have enough to cover breaking the lease and moving back. Turns out that I was gonna get the moving costs once I had started working there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh crap, like, what am I going to do? So I, I wrote it down, like, I have this much and I'm so grateful and I could pay them off full, whatever, whatever, whatever. And after I wrote it, I just said, you know what, God, it's in your hands. There's nothing I could do. I didn't have enough to pay for that and move and all this stuff. So I remember, and they kept telling me, like, the day you move out, you have to pay this. So I was standing in my empty apartment and I had to leave the keys on the counter. And I remember just standing in there and I said, you know what, God, it's in your hands. There's nothing I can do about this. It's like, that's it. And so I left the keys, everything on the counter, and I made my way back to where I was going to live. And I remember like I got a call from them and I was like, oh, they're probably calling because I have to pay them back. and they called about like a package being delivered. And I was like, okay. And then another time when I actually got started working and I got those moving costs, I called them and I said, hey, I'm just calling so I can pay the fees that I owe because I broke the lease. And they came back and said, what are you talking about? It was paid in full on this date.
Period.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I don't know who
that
did it.
was
I don't
that
know what
was
happened.
yeah, that was above you. That was above
Yeah,
you. Okay. Yeah.
it seriously still gives me the goosebumps. And then on top of it, the guy says, and we owe you back your security deposit. Can I have your new address so we can send you the check?
Ooh.
And I said, excuse me? The funny thing is, I never got the check. And then I just got an email 2 days ago, like, hey, why didn't you cash this check? We're going to issue you a new one because you never got it.
Did you manifest money again and now it's like coming back to you?
Yes.
Dang.
The
Okay.
trick is you, whatever it is, right? If you believe in the universe or God, you just got to leave it in their hands.
Go off. No, I
Yeah.
remember you telling me this story and I was like, I think in my head I was manifestation like, yes, I feel like I've manifested things. But I'm
Hmm.
like, now where is it? Like, what's going on? What's taking so long? And I'll really like manifest the same thing for like 90 days straight. I'm like, hi God, it's me, your girl. Here asking for I'm here again, asking for XYZ. Thanks. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye, Jade. And I'm like, what is taking like this so long? And once you were like, the key to it is like forgetting about it. Like you have to trust that it's going to come to you. And I think
Hmm.
that was my issue, was like letting things go. And so when you told me this story that you were like, I'm not going to be able to pay for this, but it like figured itself out, I was like, maybe that is my issue. I'm like not forgetting about it. Like every day I'll wake up and be like, I got to figure out a way to get this money by tomorrow. Whatever I'm trying to manifest, usually it's
Hmm.
money though. I won't lie to you. And so forgetting about it, like I'm like, okay, let's try it. So I tried it. I did. Listen, I tried it and it worked. And it worked better than I thought it was going to. Like I was just like, oh, example, I think I manifested 10K. The thing is, Aileen, you were so right though. You do need to be specific. You do need to be
Hmm.
specific about it, because I manifested 10K and I manifested it at the beginning of 2022. I did not get that 10K until like November 2022. Like I was like, I needed this in like May. Thank you. I appreciate it. But like the moment that I realized, like, oh, this is exactly 10K, you specifically manifested this.
Hmm.
That's crazy. Like, and like the moment where you're like, oh, it really works. So then I was like, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try it again. And it worked. And I'm like, okay, wow, excuse me. So it does work. And I feel like I don't know that I write things out as much as you do. I think I'm more so like I will say it out loud and like kind of just like that's what it is. Like I'm like, this is what's happening. Example, I will manifest being like, okay, this is weird. This is weird. Don't judge me. Are you ready?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
this
ready.
is weird because I think people do manifest this, but this is like one of my like go-to manifestations is like beauty. Like I really will manifest like I'm beautiful. And then like
Can I
whatever,
tell you
like,
something?
yes,
This
this
cracks
is
me
safe.
up.
This is a safe space. Go ahead and say it.
It cracks me up that we're so similar. We don't know
Do
it.
you do the same thing?
So I think for me, like sometimes you lack self-confidence or something like that, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
think not so much you, but more on my side.
No,
Like,
I feel like, but keep going. Continue.
so I always write in there, like, I am beautiful. I bring light into every room, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
right? And at my last company, I remember I thought it was so, like, it was during COVID. So we wore masks and everything. And I remember it was so weird because all of the ladies, like, I had to test people for visual acuity
Mm-hmm.
to see if they could see through like a microscope, right? So we're sitting there and I had like four people, like of these little ladies, tell me, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful." And all of the operators there, my nickname was the pretty lady
Oh.
because I don't think I believed it enough that
Mm-hmm.
manifesting that, it came back and like reaffirmed it, like, oh, like, and I didn't know how to respond to it. I was like, oh, this is awkward. This is weird.
Mm-hmm.
But in a way, I felt like manifesting it, it kind of pushed it towards me. It's like, oh, people think you are pretty and you are
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, so you need to believe it too. So,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's so weird. It's so weird. I think it's weird, not weird, but it's just like, it's so in your face whenever you manifest it. Cause I'll manifest like, saying something very specific, like, oh, example, I'll be like, oh, you are a ray of sunlight when you walk into a room. And then like I'll manifest it. And then the next day someone will be like, wow, Jade, when you walk into a room, you're a ray of sunlight. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
okay. So yes, I feel like it works. I feel like I've manifested like I do manifest like well-being and stuff like that. I do feel like they're like connected a little bit. Like I feel
Hmm.
like if I can manifest like money or beauty, I can manifest like my well-being, because I'm not gonna lie to you, like I feel like for a little bit it was sitting on bricks, but now I feel like it's better, and I feel like manifestation kind of helped because it like gives me like a little bit of control and like where I'm going with it and stuff like that, so I do feel like it helps.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I feel like it's been good for like my spirit and like knowing that I can have control over these things, so it kind of brings me like like a feeling of like being safe, like okay, everything's gonna be okay as long as you focus on whatever you really want. Like you need to really know what you want though, and then manifest it, and you're chilling.
Yeah, I think that's also another tip is to be extremely clear on what you want. Sometimes it helps to like make a list of bullet points
Mm-hmm.
and then from there you can then write it out or speak it, right? Whatever way works for you.
Yeah.
And then I think for me, it's just I'm writing it, I'm reaffirming it, and then like I read it out loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. So I think if you just be super clear about what you want and it'll happen, just forget about it.
Yeah. And I'm listening to you talk, but I'm also like reading through like the steps. You know, I got the computer open while I'm talking to you.
Of
And you
course.
literally, of course, who would I be? You literally hit all of them, like clarify your desires, believe, feel as though it already happened, take
Hmm.
action, stay positive. I think the last one that me and you like took a second is like be ready to receive it. Like with that beauty thing where it's like, oh, everyone's telling me I'm beautiful. Are you ready to
Right.
receive that? So like you have to be ready to receive your manifestations as well. I think that's like
And I
the
think that's
last part.
another key thing
Hmm.
is if you're going to manifest something, make sure you're ready for it,
Yes.
right? For example, you don't want to manifest a relationship if you are not ready for that.
Right.
Do the work, then manifest it. But one thing I'll say is everything comes in divine timing.
Hmm.
If you're not meant to have it then, you'll get it later on when you're meant to have it. Everything works itself out. You just need to trust the process.
Agreed. And there's nothing like getting your manifestations and you're not ready. Like it's really, you really be like, damn, I
Yeah.
fumbled. I fumbled the bag. Like that's crazy. Like you get exactly the person that you wanted. I'm just like speaking hypothetically, you get the exact person that you wanted and you're not ready for them. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. You got to
Hmm.
go journal that out. You have to, because it's like, dang, this is my fault. I asked for this. And this is why I like last year I did not manifest like falling in love because I knew I wasn't ready. Like, and then when it did, like I like had like a little, I was like, no, I said I wasn't, I gotta go, and like dipped. So yeah, you really do have to be ready.
Yeah, no matter what it is, right? And I think that's probably like we want the world, right? But
Hmm.
we also need to be real with ourselves and see what is meant for us. And same thing with manifesting relationships, be extremely clear on
Yeah.
what you want. You don't just say, I want a dark chocolate man. Like, no, like
Yeah,
What about his finances, his job, where he lives, how he treats you, his personality, everything?
100%. And what's his love language? Ooh, that,
Yeah,
like, what's his love language? What's his attachment style? Because yeah, you gotta be, I've learned you have to be very specific with these things.
right. Because you can say one thing, you're going to get that, but it might not be exactly what you want.
Hmm. And the
So,
universe is funny. The universe thinks it's fun. For me, the universe thinks it's hilarious. It's like, oh, you wanted this? Here's literally what you asked for. And it's like, okay, okay, I see what you did there. You think you're
yeah,
funny. I think I'm funny, but I know the universe thinks it's funny too, where I'm just like, that.
it really does. I was cracking up. I saw a meme and someone said that they wanted like a 1 carat engagement ring.
Mhm.
They spelled carrot wrong, like the vegetable.
My fear. That's what I'm
They got
saying.
they
The
got a
universe is
ring.
so literal. Oh no,
Yes.
I can't. Like, I cannot. It's terrifying because I'm like, what if I manifest? It's a totally different story about like, what if I accidentally manifest the wrong thing? Whatever is meant for you is meant for you. Don't go down that road that I did. But
Yep. Yep.
yeah, lovely. Okay. I think let's wrap things up here. Do you have any final words of wisdom from Aileen to the listeners?
The only thing I would say is, you know, try it out. If it doesn't work, still have faith
Hmm.
and literally forget. Leave it in the universe's or God's hands and forget about it. And you'd be surprised how it just shows up. But be
Yes.
clear, extremely clear.
Lovely. Thank you, Aileen. Okay, well, I don't have any final
Yes.
words. Like I said, I feel like you were my little spirit guide through manifestation. So we will end it on Aileen's note. With that being said, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know this isn't YouTube, but whatever, I don't care. And share our podcast. And yeah, we hope that you have a good day or night, and we hope that you are well. Bye.
Bye.